Alright guys, welcome to the second weekly, bi-weekly show because, well, one of us might have slept in last week. That's not 12. But yeah, all jokes aside, obviously I slept in. I missed the show by about 5 hours. So poor Ferrets was sitting here twiddling his thumb for about an hour.
I was watching a movie, man.
You're watching the movie. Oh, at least you're entertained, I suppose, right? Guys, obviously we have a lot to cover today. We're both extremely tired. I've been up for the past almost 12 hours and he's tired as well. He's finished work. So we're just going to jump straight into it. We got a lot to cover today. Legends of League. Let's start with that. Fans are flabbergasted at a new $500 Atara skin. Now, this actually came out on the 30th of May. So this came out about a week, about almost 2 weeks ago.
Did you just frickin' you just messed up her name so bad.
Did I? Well, I don't speak furry.
Her name is Ari.
Ari, okay. So, alright, fine. Legends of Skins. It's a $500 skin. To be honest, I think you should be able to rename it for $500. Legends of League is free to play, but Riot Games makes money off its in-client purchases. If you're a fan of the specific champion, you can purchase the alternative cosmetic skins with the new lore. In the blah 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 blah, she's looking for she's a nine-tailed fox. Okay, apparently. Looking for to find the secrets of her people. But with skins, she can be an international star, an evil witch in the woods, or a magical girl squad captain. So, basically, it's $500. Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah, we've all spent money on Star Citizen, but
Thinking the same thing. I'm like, I spend money on Star Citizen, so.
yeah, but this is just a skin too. Also, we're not, like the ships that we buy in Star Citizen. Yes, this is probably copium, but the ships that we buy in Star Citizen are actual ships. They're not just skins. Like, would you buy a $500 skin for your Idris?
I mean, I currently have a $500 JPEG in my hangar right now, so sure.
Bad example. But no, but obviously that's hoping to be a ship one day. And there's actual devs have made that. They've gone through and made and spent time making it. They've made the ship. It's going to be an actual ship that you can pilot and fly. Don't get me wrong, devs have made this skin too, but dude, it's $500 for a skin. Like, I don't know. To me, this is like, holy jeez, like, jeez Louise. I don't know, what are your thoughts?
I mean, 500 hours for a skin is a little steep.
Yeah. That's my problem with it. If it was something other than a skin, I probably wouldn't care too much. But, like, dude, this is a skin. Like, like if they sold like a Star Runner skin for $500, I would be saying the exact same thing. But I don't know. You reckon people will buy it? Do we have like any sort of numbers on how many they sold?
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some of those whales that will buy it. I mean, that's just what they do.
I wonder how many brought it. Let's do a quick search. How many brought? Can't see. Doesn't say. But yeah, at the end of the day, look, obviously, like I said, it's a skin. I think that's a bit steep. But obviously, this is how they make their money, I suppose. But that's just, to be honest, that's just, that's nuts for me. But yeah, anything else to add before we jump on to the next topic?
Nope, not yet.
Alright, guys. So, the next thing that we're going to talk about is New World.
I heard a lot of things about this subject.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not gone down well, to say the least. New World Altarium is slightly confusing mix of remaster, update, and the spiritual successor to the New World that you can play entirely solo. So, only a few years after Amazon launched New Worlds, it's launching again in the form of a New World Autumn. This new version of the game is being billed as a spiritual successor to the original MMO, but it's also a mix of console port that will also be available on PC. So, from what I'm hearing from people, is that this is basically taking an MMO and making it an RPG.
Is that even legal?
I don't know. Well, they're selling a new game, so I presume
It was a joke.
Oh, okay, yeah, but like, that's the important thing. Like, that's the question, right? Is do you have to go through and do you have to buy it, or if you've brought New World, do you get this as well, or?
Knowing today's video game industry, you're probably going to have to buy it again. For an example, how many times have we had to rebuy Skyrim?
So people are still saying this is, however, absolutely an MMO, but the fans are saying this is no way an MMO, this is an RPG.
I mean, if you're going to be introducing a solo mode, that's no longer a massive multiplayer online game.
Exactly, that's the argument, right? So obviously you do get more cinematic and introductory experiences. You upgrade a player on board experience, improve quests, in-game cinematics, which they've already said twice now. Revamping the story dialogue, character archetypes, first 10-player raid, first PvP zone, endgame solo trials, gear score increase, swimming, bear mount, and crossplay. Wait,
a bear mount? Oh man, that just makes it all the more worth it.
And
let's go get those bears.
Not just that, but like, hello, swimming? Like this, is this what we're
Wow.
Yeah, like, oh, let's go buy a new game because we're going to go swimming. Like,
yeah, let me just go and then get it on myself a third version of frickin' like Elite Dangerous because then there's a newer version I can actually jump on my character now, which is actually not true. Don't do it. Just saying, but it's a day joke.
But yeah, but let's just say, like, it's a lot of this seems to be a lot of filler. Like cross-play, okay, fine, but not cross-progression. Bear and swimming is nothing. Gear score increase, like, I don't know, they seem to be padding this a little bit here. As
character archetypes.
Yeah. Like, doesn't the game already have character archetypes? So it doesn't say new, it just says character archetypes. Like, you know, they're revamping the story dialogue. Well, okay, you know, like, I don't know, there doesn't seem to be a lot to go for. Everybody's going to be thinking we're so down on the gaming industry right now. Guys, it's only going to get worse too. Holy shit, wait till we get to the Halo. But
Stop teasing me with that, please. I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it.
I have a massive Halo flag on my wall in my lounge room.
As do I, and it's over my bed right now. Alright? So, you better not make me cry, man.
No guarantees, bro. But what I was going to say was, look, at the end of the day, as for this New World, I don't know. We got this trailer here.
Through the endless tides of time.
So, was that so?
But I said, that's what I was like hearing. I'm like, is there a video playing? Oh yeah, that's you.
They've come to these mythical shores, seeking mastery over death itself. A cruel and beautiful paradise. primal forces clash over the island's deepest secrets. Where ancient mysteries awaken. To unleash the power of legends. Where blades and bows unite.
To me, it just looks like New World. I've seen these maps. I've played this game. So this is basically them relaunching New World as an RPG. Am I wrong in this? Is this what you're getting from this as well? From vibes?
Yeah, it does feel like it, yeah.
Like this map here. This is the fort. This is the where you go and do the barracks and stuff, right?
Yep.
This is the spire where you go and you do that mission, and it has all those like we've done these maps, bro.
They do seem a little familiar.
Yeah. Even the enemies seem familiar.
Are born.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're the red-eyed demons, right?
This is Eternum.
I think I'll pass. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I think I'm gonna buy it again. Wait. Did I even get it the first time, or did we get it for free since we did the beta testing? I don't remember.
No, I think we had to pay for it. I don't know. Do I own it? It's been that long.
I technically do because of the beta, but like
Yeah, let me go through and New World. Yeah, I own New World apparently, and it's coming up features. So on Steam, it looks like it's a DLC. Right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. As you can tell, guys, we've played a lot of New World since it came out.
Oh yeah. I got like so many hours on it right now.
Totally didn't forget we owned it or anything like that. No. Yeah, I don't know. Anything you want to add before we jump onto the Helldivers topic?
Helldivers.
He totally reads the show notes, guys. Totally.
We have show notes?
Alright, let's jump into Helldivers. Alright, this is actually good news. So, some guys actually went through and they liberated the planet. I'm blanking on the name of the planet here. Let's bring it up. So, they went through and they liberated Mirrodin from the bugs. Now, the thing is that when you've done this, when they do this, something happens, and
oh yeah, this thing. I was there when this happened.
Yeah, I was going to say you probably know about this because I know you play a lot of Helldivers. But let's just see. Let's show everybody what happens. So you do an emergency jump back to Super Earth. Which, by the way, it's good to see Super Earth.
Successful.
And now if you go back...
in righteous liberation.
Incoming message from Super Earth. Bye bye, Mirrodin. And we have that. So if we pause it, it says the Super Earth colony or the Super Colony has been destroyed. In its place, a beautiful black hole remains, drawing in every terminid spore within several billion kilometers. Interstellar spores levels have already sharply decreased in every system. The destruction of Meridian came at a moment not too soon, while the terminids continue their rampant spread across the galaxy without the acceleration affecting of the super colony, blah, 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 blah. So, now they actually go back, and you can probably guess, chat, what's going to happen.
Initiating FTL jump to the Meridia system.
The crew was forced to initiate an emergency warp without your authorization.
And we now have a massive black hole. So, well, that's one way to destroy the bugs, I suppose. But the question I have for you, Ferrets, do you think this is the new upcoming enemy that we keep hearing about?
Well,
is it the
unlike you,
Liminet?
The Luminate.
Yeah.
And unlike you, I actually do keep up with the leaks for Helldivers 2, so I know exactly what's happening.
Right. You want to shed the light?
Well, this is obviously not a black hole. It's a wormhole.
Oh, okay.
And this wormhole actually connects to a Luminate space.
Right, so I was right. So it's the Luminates.
Yeah, they're probably going to start popping out of this in the next few weeks.
Right. Which is weird because I would have thought they would have put them up the top. So if you go back to the map, I would have thought they would have put the Luminates up here. And then they would have probably started...
No.
Or down the bottom.
Their home world is actually in the south, and you could actually see it on the map right now.
Right. If I go...
You probably can't see it in this video.
No.
Choose where to join.
No, yeah. So they're based down here in the south, are they?
Yeah.
Alright. Gotcha. Yeah, I figured it was them. We've heard rumours that they're going to be coming back. And that they're coming. And apparently they're worse than the Terminids or the Automodes.
Oh yeah.
Apparently they're way worse. People are complaining about the autos, and it's like, yeah, guys, you got no idea what's coming.
Pretty much, I think of it as a War of the Worlds.
Yeah, pretty much. What do you reckon? It's going to take up this whole bottom section, or?
Probably not at first, but I wouldn't be surprised if they start expanding pretty quickly, though.
Be interesting if we actually go through and if you start like jumping to these planets and you start coming across like Terminids and the Luminates fighting each other and stuff. That'd be cool. Alright. So obviously the guys, Helldivers Alert had this video, so full credit goes to them. But yeah, at the end of the day, prepare for the Luminates because it sounds like they're coming.
Yeah. Oh, and also another thing for Helldivers. Are you covering the content drop coming Thursday?
No. What's that? Actually, if you want to,
that is their new Warbond / content update, which is going to be bringing in a whole tons of things and the new weapons, I believe, new stratagems, balancings, and things like that.
Right.
And it's a coming Thursday. They said so. It'll be fun.
This Thursday coming.
Yep, right there. Yeah, the Viper thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like it's 2 armor sets, 2 new guns, new
Skins.
strategy skins. Yeah.
Yep, those are now skins.
Right. Utilities, emotes, capes, planners, titles. Gotcha. Alright. Alright, yeah. Helldivers at least is still going strong by the sounds of it.
I mean, it's not as strong as it was a long time ago, but it's a decent right now, though.
Cool. Alright. Anything else we want to touch on before Helldivers, before we jump on to the next topic?
Have you freed any planets for a democracy yet?
To be honest, I have been so busy, I haven't had a chance. But, yeah. I've been trying to knock out the first season for the Machinima, for the scripts, to get all the scripts finalised and everything like that. But,
Interesting.
yeah. So I've got 4 left to completely, to finish off, to run through again, for just like, like filling in some of the dialect, filling in some of the, the scene settings and stuff like that. But, yeah. But you're still playing Helldivers, I presume?
Oh, like it going on, yeah.
Yeah.
And I still haven't reached level up of 40 yet. So there's that, but like I've heard that there's a bunch of people who are already at max level, which I think is like 175, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen like 90 players, level 90 and 99 players.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Let's jump on to the next one. It's more bad news. Helldivers is the only good news we've had so far at the moment. But Rainbow Six Siege fans roughly booed the announcement of a new monthly subscription service. To be honest,
I would boo too.
Yeah, I would. I'm actually kind of impressed that they actually booed. I'm like, yeah, go fans. Rainbow Six Siege has been an ongoing success for Ubisoft for nearly a decade now, and shows no sign of slowing down. Well, until they start bringing in a monthly fee. It wasn't just in March, in fact, that the game set an all-time new record, or player record, on Steam of more than 201,000 players. But not everyone is thrilled with the weekend announcement as the new subscription service for Siege, which promises exclusive content drops, animated skins, and a premium battle pass access for $10 per month. Why are we not surprised that Ubisoft is trying to bring this in? Because they're the ones that have been going through and trying to bring in monthly subscriptions all the time.
That has me really concerned because Ubisoft is also the same company that's making the Division.
Yep. They make good games, and
I really like that game, so I don't want them to mess that one up.
Yeah, well, I have the Division 1 and 2, I think, and I know the feels.
Yeah,
I haven't played it a lot, but yeah. But obviously the fans booing them is impressive. I like the fact that the fans are not just taking this
Huge
down.
changes have just come to.
Is there? We don't have the booing? No. But like I say, look, at the end of the day, I get why the fans are upset. You already pay for the game, and now they're going to charge you an extra $10 as well. I presume it will go live in June, they say. I presume that you've still got to buy the game as well as this $10. In addition, the membership has come some players unhappy for $10 per month or an $80 annual sign-up fee. Subscribers get a continuous stream of premium content that helps you equip with the best exclusive gear. So is it pay to win by this stage? I don't know. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this first? Yeah, I'm kind of a little bit concerned about the direction it's going, to be honest. It's not good.
Just like Sony, they will learn.
Well, that's the thing, right? At the end of the day, guys, if you don't want this stuff in your games, it's up to you guys to speak up about it. You know, we've proven that with Sony when it comes to Helldivers 2. We've proved that with Sony when it comes to Stellar Blade. You know, I think we covered the week before. Yep, Stellar Blade will remove all the censorship of the garments and stuff. So at the end of the day, if you let this come into your game, it will go into every game, and before long we'll all be paying $10 extra a month just to play the games. But wasn't it Ubisoft that turned around, one of the Ubisoft execs, I think it might have been Ubisoft, that turned around and said that people have to get used to not owning their games?
Yep. And also another favorite saying that I keep hearing people use is, "You will own nothing and you will be happy."
Well, yeah, that's the Great Reset. I have to get used to not owning their games. Yep, Ubisoft exec says gamers need to get comfortable not owning their games for subscriptions to take off. Well, I can tell you where you can stick your subscription. In the same place that you can stick your Global Reset. But like I say, at the end of the day, it's people obviously made references here or similarities here to Fortnite, and like someone says, it's different because Fortnite's a free game to play, where you've actually had to buy the Siege, Rainbow Siege, and then they're still trying to also charge you an extra $10 a month as well, just to have this pay to win combo pack. But I don't know. Anything else you want to add to that before we jump onto the Xbox Game Showcase?
No.
Alright, let's jump into that because there's a lot to cover here. So guys, obviously Xbox has just had their Game Showcase 2004. We've had some big announcements. For a start, the big one is obviously Call of Duty. So Call of Duty 6 or Black Ops 6. I believe it's actually out. Is it? I think it's out now. I think it came out a couple of days ago. Let me see. Release date. No, sorry, October 25th. I thought people were playing it already. They might be playing a beta or something. But yeah, at the end of the day, obviously, look, it's a cookie cutter version of Black Ops. It's the same thing that we played with 5, 4, 3. I don't know if there's going to be any major differences to it. There is going to be a beta. So the beta for it is Game Pass subscribers get the cross-gen bundle on Xbox, which includes the operator pack and early access to the beta. Which is great, I suppose, for me. And I believe you're also Game Pass, so for you.
I am not Game Pass, but that's okay.
Yeah. Everybody else can pre-order Black Ops 6 and get early access to the beta. Giving Game Pass members access to the beta is part of the special treatment that Call of Duty is giving on Xbox. Considering Xbox has paid more than $70 billion for Activision, we're not surprised. But yeah, there is a trailer for it. Let's see if... Let's just go to... yeah. So I'm going to find the trailer for it. Official trailer. Here we are.
Good evening. The Soviet Union is no more. Despite a potential for instability and chaos, these events clearly serve our national interest. Free from the specter of global conflict.
Today,
Oh, good song.
The mystery of American renewal.
Oh yeah, very good song. I love this song.
Something's going
Yeah.
on. Something big.
I'm a fire starter. Terrific fire starter.
I figured if I stuck around hell long enough, I'd see the devil.
How's he look?
I'm a fire starter. Terrific fire starter.
The agency is compromised. We're being hunted from the inside.
I'm a fire starter. Twisted.
Like, the graphics look really, really cool. I like the graphics.
Trust me, Marshal. But it might be better if you do.
Hey, it's something you should see.
What the hell are we getting into?
Okay, so there's the zombies.
Anyone.
You broke into a CIA black site. Are you out of your mind?
Things got complicated.
It sounds like Prodigy too, so makes you wonder if they've redone the song.
May God continue to bless the United States of America.
Pre-order
Now-
the Vault Edition and get the Hunters versus Hunted.
Yeah, cool. Now, the big thing about this, Ferrets, is that they have this new fangled dangled new movement in
Oh yeah.
in Black Ops. Right, so it's I'll bring up the video for you, and you let me know. That's it there, that one. You let me know what you see.
The most signature Black Ops experience for our players. Movement has been a consistent area of focus and innovation for Call of Duty. And with Black Ops 6, we're redefining.
Did you see it?
Holy cow! Was that some new game? To the mechanics, some new next generation game tech right there.
Like, I don't know. Like,
We're redefining
I've seen this before.
Black Ops 6.
No,
we're-
you haven't. This is it's brand new. They just made that. You haven't
Redefine-
seen that
And
anywhere
with Black
before?
Ops 6,
That's what they're claiming, right? That it's their new fangled dangled new movement, and I'm like, really? Because
I've seen that in like 5 other games.
well, not just that, but also I've seen it in Star Citizen too.
Yeah, I mean, it's not new. It's not. You didn't make it first.
But yeah, obviously the Star Citizen community is taking this trailer and they're like, hang on a minute, we've seen that before. So it's but look, obviously at the end of the day, it's you know, like, don't get me wrong, the graphics look impressive and I'll probably play it, especially if it's on the Game Pass and stuff like that. I'll get it for free, so why wouldn't I? But you know, would I rush out and pay what's probably going to be $80 American or probably $110 Australian? Probably not. It's the same game every year.
I mean, it's probably gonna be like like $80 for the base version, and like the $100 for again silver version,
and then 150.
like 150 for the platinum
Yeah.
version, and then
Yeah.
all you get are some freaking skins for your guns, a few new multiplayer maps, and some other bullshit stuff.
But here's the thing: people will go through and pay it because of the fact that I get to play the game 3 days early. Like, you look at Starfield. How many people, yourself included, went and brought Starfield early and paid the extra just because you got to play it a week early?
Yeah, and at the time it was worth it. But now, after everything that's happened to it, it's no longer worth it.
Yeah, well, we do have some Starfield news. Alright, so let's keep going. So that's obviously Black Ops, right? The next big announcement was Doom, the Dark Ages. We do have a trailer for this as well. This actually looks kind of good, actually. Let's go through and we'll play this. So apparently we're getting a pet dog. I just noticed that in the trailer. So this looks like it's
pet
like
dog.
With
Is
wings.
his name going to be Fido?
Sure, we can call him Fido. Like, to be honest, he's got
Fido the Hellhound.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if he looks like that, you can basically call him whatever you want. But like I say, it looks like it's got wings, and it looks like it's a demonic pet from hell. But it looks like it also flies, which is obviously interesting too. There he is there, flying by the sounds, or gliding at least. But obviously, look, it's Doom. It's blood, it's guts, it's violence, it's everything that every guy sort of wants to play. Like, Doom is basically ID's way of just printing money. I am not going to be surprised that this game is hugely popular. I don't know, what are your thoughts?
Can we pet him?
Can we pat the dog? That's all Ferris.
I mean, that's my main idea, is can I pet him?
That's what Ferris cares about, everybody, is can I pat the dog?
If I can't pet the dog and I tell him he's such a good murder boy, then why do we even bother?
You know what? Just for you, Ferrets, I will tweet at some of the devs at ID Software and ask them the question, and we'll see if we can get a response. Now, obviously, the next announcement was State of Decay 3. Look, obviously, zombie apocalypse, running around. I think you build bases in State of Decay, I think. Or you can upgrade bases or whatever it may be. I'm not quite sure. It's been a while since I played it. But it's a typical post-apocalyptic zombie sort of thing. Looks good. Looks like State of Decay. Obviously not one of their biggest announcements, but still a pretty popular game. We have Dragon Age, the Veilguard, whatever that is.
Veilguard?
Yeah, that one. Yeah. I don't know. I never played Dragon Age. We do have the Starfield Shattered Space announcement for the DLC. Remember Starfield, that game that was going to kill Star Citizen? Fallout 76 is getting getting an expansion by the looks. Fallout 76, was that before or after Fallout 4? That was after, wasn't it?
After.
Yeah, that's the latest game. We got the South of Midnight, which looks like a DEI inclusion thing. We got Claire Obscure, Expedition 36, don't know what that is. Perfect Dark is made the return of a select action pass gameplay trailer. Battling guns, done the world's most criminals. So it sounds like you go through and you get to hunt criminals. Let's have a look at the trailer for this.
Your target is in possession of a radioactive device. Stop Carrington's attack at all costs. Good luck, Agent.
I always knew I had an instinct.
What?
It's a windsuit.
Yeah.
It's a windsuit. Nice.
Yeah. Good way to make an entrance, I suppose. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I could see the world differently. I thought it would be like any other mission. I was wrong.
Oh my god, gingers are represented.
Oh my god, gingers are real? I thought they were just a myth.
Welcome to Garden City, where it's a pleasant 23 degrees all day, every day.
How far to his last known
Susan.
location?
Local forces are also tracking his whereabouts.
No.
You need to find him before they do.
There's no
To
bugs.
improvise.
Right, okay.
Can't be Starfield.
Generating voice print.
This actually does look pretty good.
Yeah.
What readings are you getting?
We are getting odd readings from your monitor. Can you confirm?
I'm looking at the screen right now.
Our intel places Carrington on the second floor.
On the life we think we know
Nice. Parkour, that's good.
turns out to be a lie. There's only one way forward. Find the truth. Scan's clear. I'm going in blind. Carrington! Damn it! Analyze. What am I looking at here?
Carrington appears to be targeting a research facility. If he attacks it, the casualties could be astronomical.
Agent Stark, it's a pleasure to meet you. I could use someone with your skills.
Destructible environments?
I had to lose everything before I could see. What this world was really hiding.
I hope you're ready, Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door, there's no going back.
Looks good. Now, obviously, I presume that's going to be on Game Pass as well. So yeah, we'll play it when we get a chance. So it's a single-player game that is player using traversal mechanics like parkour and gadgets to take down enemies. So it's sort of like a bit like Watch Dogs or Assassin's Creed. But yeah. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
It does look pretty good.
Yeah, see what it's like. Obviously, World of Warcraft, The War Within. This is the next expansion pack. Age of Mythology Retold. So, launching on 4th of September, the new Age of Mythology Retold shows off the game's more mythical settings. Blah, blah, blah. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, from the creators of Ascen. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn is an indie Souls-like game with an explosive attitude. Humanity's last line of defense against the vengeful gods in their undead army. You got Metal Gear Solid Delta, which is the Snake Eater. Diablo 4 is obviously getting an expansion. The Vessel of Hatred, set on the stage of the next chapter in Blizzard's action RPG, Diablo 4. You got Fable, a new Fable game coming out. You got Sea of Thieves expansion coming out. So that's Season 13. Launches on the July 25th. Sail on the most infamous ships in the lore of the game. Fileheart's Burning Blade. Okay. So you get to take over a pirate ship, maybe? Become a villain? Sea of Thieves? That looks interesting.
Sea of Thieves, yeah.
I've been playing a bit of that lately, actually. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. You got Fragpunk, Winterboro, Mixtape. Microsoft Flight Sim is November 19th. You'll get your next trip. So it's obviously like a DLC for it. Yeah. But then we got Assassin's Creed Shadow, which I am just not going to play. Just flat out not playing it because of everything they've been doing. So you're aware of the controversy around Assassin's Creed?
No.
Actually,
I'm not.
The character, the main male character, is a black samurai, which I don't have a problem with black people, but they've literally gone through and they've not only sort of changed history, but like everybody's been asking for a Japanese samurai game from Assassin's Creed for years. And basically they've gone through, and this guy did exist in the real world. He was a real person, but he wasn't a samurai. He was one of their fill-ins. He was adopted by one of the samurais. I think it was one of the samurai masters, and he was basically an errand boy. And Assassin's Creed has gone through and thought, well, we can get this black character, we can make him a samurai, we can get a whole bunch of DEI, and I'm just like, fuck that shit, I'm done with it. This is from a guy that's got an Assassin's Creed flag on his wall too, by the way. I've got the Assassin's Creed flag, a Halo flag, and I tell you what, neither of them are doing me any favours at the moment, I tell you. But yeah, it follows the franchise of this person, this protagonist. I'm gonna not even try and announce those names. There's a male character and a female character, and as far as I know, they've amped up their roles. There's easily samurais they could have gone through and followed, or easy samurais they could have gone through and actually used. But because they want a whole bunch of DEI points, they've gone through and used this one character or this one person who was literally a nothing burger when it comes to the samurais. My cat is retarded. He wants attention. We got Autumnfall, Life is Strange, Mech Break. Looks interesting. Stalker 2, The Heart of Chernobyl. A whole bunch of other games, and then the big one is we're getting a new Gears of War game. And this had me hitting all the feels. So let's go through and let's play this. Before we start, thoughts on Gears of War? You're a fan? Not a fan? Votes? You there, friends? Alright, so...
the freaking spam call.
That's right, Ferds is back, everybody. So, I just paused the show temporarily. Gears of War. Fan, not a fan?
You know, I can't really say because I haven't actually played any of their games. So like,
sacrilege!
It's not sacrilege. I never got into it.
Get the wood! We're burning him at the stake! So this will be
You know, as they say, right? Don't burn me harder, Daddy.
Wow. Alright, so...
Continue.
So apparently Ferret has a kink, and let's just jump into the trailer.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
So the Gears fans are about to lose their shit, and after we watch the trailer, I'll tell you why. Alright, so, holy fuck yeah! It's the first thing I have to say.
First is, that's a nice song that they use.
Yeah, so...
I freaking love that song.
Firstly, I totally agree. Love the fucking song. It sounds like it's a beautiful world. We actually use it in Machinima. Secondly, fuck yeah! Fucking Marcus and Dom are back. So, the reason why the fans are losing their shit probably right now, these two actually died, I believe it was in the second. They are the OG original crew, or one of the original 4 crew for Gears of War. Like, you play them... So this is a prequel, and you actually got to play them as in the first, and I believe they were in the second game, I think it was.
I was about to say either this is a prequel or this is a alternate universe sign.
They've said it's a prequel, and this is basically a younger Marcus and Dom. They're best buddies. So and especially in the first one, it really does focus on these 2 of 4 guys. So it's really, really good to see, because a lot of fans were upset when they killed them off. And they tried to bring in these new guys, and it just didn't really work. But yeah, the fact that they're bringing back the OGs, which is really, really cool. It says here, obviously, Dom, and it's Marcus. So Marcus Phoenix. So you see him struggling with the Locust, which is obviously the big ass bug thing that he's fighting there. Yeah, and obviously as he gets older, he gets a lot more experienced at killing them because he doesn't have that much more problem normally. But yeah, like I say, obviously at the end of the day, it's really, really good to see the original guys back. So hyped for this. But yeah, it's yeah, back in it harkens back to the good old days. So it's Mad World. Mad World. Which has long been linked to Gears of War ever since the Memorial trailer featured a song, the song over 15 years ago. So it's yeah, really looking forward to this. Fucking bring on Gears, baby. I've always loved Halo, always loved Assassin's Creed, always loved Gears of War. The original reason I got an Xbox was for Titanfall, but obviously after that, Gears was exclusively a Xbox thing, so hyped for that. Is there a date for it though? Are you gonna leave me with blue balls? Doesn't say.
If I had to guess, 2025.
Don't say that.
Everything's gonna be 2025. Just watch.
Well, actually, some of this stuff is actually this month or next month.
Maybe.
Release date. Late in 25 or sometime in 26. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
2026? Oh, that's even worse than what I said.
Yeah, so there's no release date yet, but obviously, guys, when it does come out, we will be playing the fucking shit out of it.
I might actually have to try this game.
Yeah, and look, before this comes out, we should actually probably team up and do the play the original 1, 2, and 3 and 4 of Gears, like over stream or something, because they're co-op. They're all co-op play.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and you can obviously, if you don't have friends, you can obviously go through and use the AI, but they are normally designed for co-op. So me and my ex, we used to sit there and play Gears on the TV, the split screen. But yeah, apart from that, and obviously the new Xbox was released too. Who cares? But yeah, as for the showcase for Xbox, like I say, obviously no Halo news, which is fucking disappointing. But apart from that, obviously we did get a Gears announcement, which is sweet. We got a Doom announcement, which is sweet. And then Black Ops looks, Call of Duty looks alright. But and then obviously this Perfect Dark looks really, really well as well, really good as well. Apart from that, what are you excited to play? What do you reckon? What's your favourites? First.
I mean, I don't have any exciting games coming out this year yet, so
When's Doom coming out? Coming in 2025. Yeah. It's Perfect Dark. When's that coming out? Doesn't say. Alright, so apart from that, is there anything else apart from this we want to talk about before we move on to the next news?
No?
Alright. So... right. Let's jump on to Ubisoft. So Ubisoft has also had their game conference just today or yesterday or whatever it was. It was called Ubisoft Fast Forward. They did go through and they did announce the new Star Wars Outlaw gameplay, which I hear plays well, but you know, once again, more DEI shit, so pass for me. Prince of Persia, there's a new Prince of Persia game coming out. Assassin's Creed, more DEI shit, so not interested in. The Anno 17, don't know that. Prince of Persia DLC, don't know that. Avatar, Skull and Bones update, really? No one's played the game itself, so why are you putting out an update? But yeah, a lot of people were basically just saying that that nothing really was really interesting when it came to the Ubisoft. It was a pretty lackluster year, and the biggest thing they had was Star Wars, and that is pretty much getting slammed at the moment still, I think, because people are still fed up with all this DEI shit and all that. So I don't know. Is there anything in this Ubisoft that you're interested in for it?
No.
Like the Assassin's Creed, dude, I love Assassin's Creed, man. But I don't want to support it because at the end of the day, you support it and it's giving the wrong message. Like I loved playing the original Assassin's Creed 2, 3. Like I say, I've got the Assassin's Creed Black Flag literally hanging on my wall at the moment. It's in the hallway. It's the Jolly Roger from the Black Flag. It's amazing. It's fucking fantastic. But like I say, if you go through and you play this, then you're sending a message. It's okay just to. I don't know. I just. Like I said, I would have been completely fine if they had gone through and made a Japanese game and actually based it on original Japanese samurais and actual Japanese samurais. And this thing is with this Assassin's Creed is that this female character that they're elevating. I think it was like her dad or something was like an actual samurai master. He would have been ideal to make the game based on. There was something like that. There was some connection to her and him or something. I can't remember if it was her dad or what, but something about how she's related or she's like this bloodline from like this samurai master or something. Chat will let me know. But yeah, like I say, I just don't want to play it because it'll be sending them the wrong message. I don't know. Anyway, what else? Anything on Ubisoft, or they talk about this fast forward? You want to talk about ferrets, or what are your thoughts on Assassin's Creed?
No, not really. I'm not a huge fan of Assassin's Creed either.
Yeah. All right. This is the bad news. All right. Oh boy. All right. We got some Halo news. It's not good, guys. I'm not going to.
Which is really weird because I usually try to keep myself up to date on Halo news, and I haven't heard anything, so I guess I'm not really up to date on it.
Yeah. All right. Let me try and find the tweet. If I find it there, maybe. So I'm just trying to find. No. See if it comes up as 343. Alright, you've seen the title probably now. So 343 has laid off the original Halo creators. So Joseph Stratton. I might be mispronouncing that. And also Paul Burton. Now these are the original OG, or a couple of the original Halo guys that have been there since the beginning. So Joseph Stratton, a Halo veteran who began his career with Bungie in 1998, will transition from Halo Infinite creative director role and rejoin Xbox publishing division, which is obviously good for Xbox. Stratton joined the team in 2020. I thought the original crew. And as campaign project lead in Halo Infinite, and later saw the title change to head creative. I thought the original. Let me double check that. Oh yeah, so he's returned to Halo as Halo Infinite, right? So he was 343 original, left and then come back. Yeah. Now the reason why this is actually is interesting is because someone went through and they made a post, and let me see if I can find it. Sorry guys, I did have the link but I lost it. So someone went through and made a post saying that they're thinking that Halo will be going through and will be basing the next game off the Silver timeline. So that means the game will be based on the show, you know, the hugely popular show that everybody's watching.
Oh, that one that has 2 seasons and like just absolutely kills the freaking the ratings and all that.
Now apparently it is confirmed for season 3, but I'm trying to think. I'm trying to find the post. But yeah, hang on guys, give me a sec, see if I can find it. Let me just pause the show for a sec. Alright guys, we found it. Here it is here. So she wrote this Haley era, right? She writes, 343 laid off Jason Stroh and Paul Burton, the original creators of Halo, who did a lot of Halo story and mission design. And then decided to do a remaster, not confirmed, for the game without its creators. What an insult. Hope the studio gets shut down. So that was the post that was put out. And then, so last night, Marcus Leto, the co-creator of Halo, liked my post. It was before he mentioned that the Halo CE remaster. I want to share something that no one else knows. 343 didn't want Marcus. They made it clear to both him and Marty, that there was nothing for them at 343. I keep seeing fans say that 343 should hire him, so I wanted to let the people know. The reason I do not like this company, but there are some good people there too, sometimes people see my posts and think, wow, she really doesn't like 343, is because 343 have done a lot of bad things that no one knows about. I know things that are never talked about publicly, some for legal reasons, blah, blah, blah. Where's it? She mentioned the silver? No. But what's happened is apparently people are saying that they're going to be going through and doing the new game, but it's going to be mastered or based on the silver timeline. And apparently someone went through and wrote that, and their post was also liked or something like that. Halo Follow-Up has covered it, so let's just do a quick video and watch that.
Too much drama, but we have to address it because one of the original creators of Halo, Marcus Leto, liked this tweet, implying a lot of truth to it. 343 laid off Joe Staten, according to Haley on Twitter, and Paul Bertone, the original creators of Halo, who did a lot of Halo CE story and mission design, and then they decided to do a remaster, not confirmed, of the game without its creators. What an insult. I hope the studio gets shut down, they say. Guys, we have a whole post of Haley talking about the reality of working at 343 and how they hated Bungie back in the day. If it is true, however, and Marcus might not know, he might know and have liked the comment knowing, but we don't know what's going on here. But if 343 did fire Joseph Staten from working on Halo Infinite, from working on Halo 7, that is absurd. I would be outraged, okay, if that's true. That would be insane. But Marcus Leto replied to Ryan McCaffrey, I believe from IGN, where he talked about how a Halo CE remaster is pointless, right? Well, Marcus Leto, one of the original creators of Halo, said this: what if missions and weapons and characters and storyline elements were reintegrated along with more contemporary core mechanics that improve gameplay while remaining faithful to the original? If there is truly a remaster, as sources have confirmed via Verge on Microsoft, right? Sources have said that there is a Unreal Engine remake coming in the near future. It's in the early stages, but we know that 343 said that there is some projects in development back in December last year. So certainly 343 is working on more than just Halo 7. But what did Haley say here, right? This post is pretty negative, pretty dramatic. I try to stay away from these more spicy posts where they call out individuals at 343, things like that. But just take a grain of salt with the following, right? There is evidence for a lot of this, but I will talk about that. So last night, Marcus Leto, the co-creator of Halo, liked my post. It was just before he mentioned the Halo C remaster. By the way, Marcus.
So I think it's this post here that I was talking about. So they're basically saying it was a remaster of Halo CE, and people are saying, what if it was more reintegrated with more contemporary core mechanics? And people are saying that it's to do with the Silver timeline, which makes sense because they do have the show. Are they trying to retcon Halo so that the Silver timeline is going to be the new meta, the new... I don't know. What are your thoughts, Ferrets?
Well, going off by the tweet, I mean... Wait, we are talking about this tweet right here, right?
Yeah. So what if cut missions, weapons, characters, and storyline elements were reintegrated along with a more contemporary core mechanic? So they're saying there's going to be a remaster of Halo CE. At the end of the day, and people are saying that the remaster is actually going to be on the Silver timeline, which is the same as the movie or the TV show.
Well, remastering Halo CE wouldn't make sense because it's already been remastered.
That's why people are saying it's going to be the Silver timeline, which is the show.
So,
do you think they're going to try and make the Silver timeline the new canon?
Well, there's a lot of things to unpack there because I mean, if they made a new Halo game based off the Silver timeline, it might work because I have a better faith in people who make the games than people who make movies off of games because they don't do things right.
Yeah, it's always hard to make a game into a movie, right? But
sometimes.
Yeah, but let's keep in mind that you've got them going through and firing the original two characters or co-creators of Halo. Like she says, it was liked by Marcus Leto, who was one of the co-creators of Halo. So her original post was Joe Stratton and Paul Bunyan, the original creators of Halo, who did a lot for the CE storyline and mission design, have been fired. And then decided to do a remaster, not confirmed, of a game without its creators. Why would they do a remaster without the original creators of CE, Halo CE? CE, by the way, for anybody that's in chat that's not sure what we're talking about, it's Combat Evolved. Like you said, it was originally gone through and remastered already. Why would they remaster it again? Unless they're... And that's where people are saying, well, like, is this going to be them doing it to the Silver Timeline or something? So I can find... Yeah, so they're saying Halo Combat Evolved will be the Silver Timeline. Silver Timeline related game.
So, in a way, if the trailer of this game actually does exist, alright? If this does turn out to be true and all that, and the trailer looks good, then I'm a little excited for it because, and I know I'm probably going to get a bit of like hate for this, but the Master Chief isn't going to live forever. He's gonna die eventually.
No, so me and my ex actually sat down one day and we worked out how old Master Chief is. He's probably about 67.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, but like, think about it though. He's been considered. He's been considered unlucky. All right, so I mean, you know, eventually all of that luck has to eventually run out. All right, I mean.
Yeah, but the problem I have with this is that you're going through and you're retconning the original Halo storyline. If they're going to go through and make this Silver Timeline the new canon, they're basically retconning Halo.
So, if they are trying to change Halo for the Silver Timeline, then we're going to have problems. But I don't mind if they do, like, a branch off, like a alternate timeline of like Halo that is the like. I mean, you know, like they branch off, but like a not actually replacing the main.
But what if? But that's what I think they're planning on doing.
Well, then I think it's gonna end up terribly because a lot of people don't like it when their favorite things get changed.
Yeah. Like, you think about it this way, right? They go through, they make Halo Combat Evolved. They make it a Silver Timeline game. And then, you know, Halo 7 comes out. Yeah, it's still the original timeline. But, you know, then Halo 8 comes out. And it was like, well, you know, like, we're doing all this Silver Timeline stuff now. We're not going to do Halo original timeline anymore. That's what I think they're up for. They're going to slowly incorporate it, try to avoid some of the backlash, and yeah, at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to go well, but... And you know, it makes sense. Like, don't get me wrong, I get why Halo is doing it, because at the end of the day, they've got this TV show, right? People are not watching it because it's not canon. It's not the original Halo. So they're like, well, what if we make a game based off the original show, off the TV show? We make the Silver Timeline canon. We can go through and we can change Master Chief. We can remove him from being a white guy to this diversity and inclusion, equity, and all this sort of stuff, this DEI character. There's Pascal. He's what, Mexican or Spanish? Pascal. So we can.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, so we can go through and we can tick some boxes there, and we can bring in this new Halo Silver timeline, and we can phase out the old timeline. That's what I think they're up for.
I guess we will find out later.
Alright, but yeah, apart from that, obviously at the end of the day, if this is what they're going to planning on doing, I don't think it's going to go well for them. I don't know, what are your thoughts?
I'm still holding hope that it's going to be a alternate branch.
Yeah, but like I say, that alternate branch might come back to bite you in the ass, because then, well, like, hey, we're starting to, I don't want to say wean people off it, but we're going through and we can start slowly replacing it. Yeah, I don't know. All right, want to jump onto the Star Citizen stuff?
Sure.
So, guys, obviously with Star Citizen, we do have the 3.231.8 patch. We have had a couple of patches over the past couple of weeks. It is still in PTU, which I am really surprised about. I thought it would have gone live. But over the past couple of weeks, we've had a few patches. But obviously the last one, it's the biggest thing they're trying to fix is they're trying to fix a memory leak issue. And that was what was causing some of the issues when it came to the patch. And for Xenothreat. So they've gone through and they've made further client optimizations, and they've looked at this memory leak issue that was causing massive problems with the servers. I would expect it to go live pretty much any day now. And then we'll probably get the EVA Cardi for 3.2 probably the next day, or maybe later in that day. Have you played much of the PTU, Fats, or?
No.
I've been playing a bit of the live, mainly just trying to build up money, but now I must admit I'm a little bit concerned with what's going to happen with the money, because of the fact of all these dupers and stuff like that, which is the big thing. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't rush this patch out, because of the dupers going on at the moment. I thought they would have tried to stem the flow, but
yeah, a lot of people were like, they don't understand why CIG is just holding off for so long on this hotfix for the duping. Because I mean, like, if this was like then the other major MMO, the moment that a person finds a way to start duping things, that they would have had that patched like in under 24 hours.
Yeah, so that's a big question we have to ask, right? Is this, and this has been a topic that goes around the Star Citizen community, is it time that CIG would shut off the servers if they find these major patches, these major patch holes? Or at the very least, put out a patch within, say, 24 hours to sort of stem the flow? What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, in a normal world, they would have, they should have already fixed this by now. But, like, apparently there's something going on that's preventing them from pushing out this hotfix for almost 3 weeks now.
Yeah, so they were trying to fix the memory issues because they want the Xenothreat to go live when the 3.2 3.1 patch goes out.
Right, and then after that, they found some more issues like the other day, but they're not saying what these issues are.
So last I heard from my sort of guys is that the patch is okay, but it's not perfect, but it's better than it was. Yeah, I don't know. I would expect this to go live any day now. And then probably get a 3.23 point EPTU for Ivocati.
I'm not that optimistic, and I'm thinking we're not gonna see anything this week. It just seems like they're having a very hard time with this one patch or this hotfix even.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
I feel like we might not see anything for the whole week because they're having issues with it.
Maybe. From what I understand is that they're mostly fixed. I don't know. I'd have to sort of. I want to talk to a few people that played the PTU to see how the Xeno threat went. I didn't get a chance to play it, but from my understanding, from what I heard, it was okay. Like there's still bugs, but better than it was. But all right, let's jump on to the 3.23.2 patch. Obviously, guys, we still have not had it go live to EPTU yet or Ivocati. As soon as it does, obviously, we will go through and we will obviously cover that. I would expect it any day after the 3.23.1a patch. So say that went live, say tomorrow, for example. I would expect it probably you'll see it the next day after that for the 3.23.2. My understanding is that the 3.23.1a is not stopping them from doing the 3.23.2. That there were 4 items that needed to be fixed before they could actually go through and make the Ivocati build for the 3.23.2. And it had to do with the cargo refactor. We did get also the Q&A regarding the Ironclad. Have you had a chance to go through this, Ferrets?
No.
So obviously here, big things is that yes, the retractable roof for the Assault, it is retractable. You know, they the tractors on the Ironclad normal version is obviously there, but they're not there for the Assault. You will need your own handheld FPS tractor beam or a ship that has a tractor beam if you want a tractor beam for the Assault variant, because obviously it is a turret and not a tractor beam. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's basically saying it's just the biggest question is that can you go through and do you get a retractable roof with the Ironclad Assault, and also about the module, the escape module or the command module. It is different than the Caterpillar, but it seems like it will also be based off the same design. So I presume the internals are going to be slightly more different, but the external, I imagine, will be the same. So they do ask here, if you detach the command module, is the command module shared between the Ironclad and the Caterpillar? The command module is compatible between the Ironclad and the Cat. However, the Ironclad's module is slightly redesigned for the original Caterpillar, but retains a lot of its features. So I imagine it's the same design, but they've changed probably the internals of it a little bit. So you probably find there's some different seats or different situations or whatever it may be. So you might be able to dock it to the Cat, or swap them, maybe. But I wouldn't go out and spend the money on that maybe. But yeah, if you do have the C2, obviously the Ironclad is probably the better buy. Any questions, any thoughts, any queries on the Ironclad Assault?
So if it doesn't have tractor beams, then what is it using that huge command deck for then?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. I presume for turrets and stuff like that. I presume that's what they are, is turrets and an observation deck. So I presume that's how it's going to be. But yeah, it's a good point. Alright, and apart from that, the next big thing that we have is the monthly PTU. We did get the report. It is quite long. We're not going to go through the whole thing, guys. But obviously they've made some improvements with AI. The characters, obviously they're high polyphase for the specialist armor. And I believe they've also added more characters to the character customizer as well, which is obviously working on new hairstyles for the future releases. They've made progress on new creatures, which I believe at the very least is the Space Cow. What else did they go through? Calm gameplay. Obviously there's a lot of stuff here with the biome accumulation, which is obviously by planets and stuff like that. The big thing they're obviously working on is obviously server meshing. FPS radar and scanning have put it into the to the build for the 4.0 branch. So they will be talking about that when it gets closer to 4.0. But yeah, at the end of the day, I was going to say there's a lot of interesting stuff here, guys. If you do get a chance, obviously go through and talk about it, or you can go through and read it. But they have gone through. They showed the HUD for the freight manager. They've got the new containers are in here for the liquid carrying, which are kind of cool. We've also got destructible generators now, which I presume is obviously going to be used for like bases and base building and stuff like that, and places of interest. It'd be cool if you sort of like destroy the generator and all of a sudden all the lights go out, stuff like that. But yeah, it's like I say, there's a whole bunch of stuff here, guys. It's actually a pretty decent read. But yeah. Obviously, the big thing that we're waiting on is obviously the cargo refactor for 3.2, 3.2, and then 4.0. But apart from that, is there anything in that you're interested in, Ferrets, or?
No, not really.
No, right?
No.
But guys, yeah. Apart from that, like I say, basically it for the show for the night. We do have one more thing, which is the clip of the day. And we're going to go through, we'll play this, and I believe it's Skyborn dealing with a fighter. It's definitely one way to take him down. Great shot, Skyborn, for literally, blowing them out of the sky with the tank. Apart from that, Ferrets, is there anything you want to add?
Well, I hope we get more tanks in the future.
Tanks go boom boom. But yeah, guys, let's know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Obviously, as for the Star Citizen stuff, obviously, we need FPS scanning. We need obviously the new quantum drive mechanics, server meshing, and all that sort of stuff. So looking forward to all that. And then when obviously the Evocati patches come out for 3.2, 3.2, obviously we will be covering it as per usual. Apart from that, Ferrets, nothing you want to add before we leave? Say goodbye?
I mean, I could say goodbye.
Yeah, alright, you want to say bye?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
No worries, guys. Look, let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. Obviously, the show, we are trying to do it weekly. There was a lot this week because obviously some of us slept in last week. Don't know who that was. No, that's not 12.
No idea.
No. But obviously we'll be back again next week. Guys, let us know what your thoughts are in the comment section below on any of the topics that we have covered for the day. I know there was a lot, so there's got to be something you guys want to talk about. Let us know in the comment section. And apart from that, guys, if you have any questions, any queries, feel free to post them in that. Also, if you do want to go through and send me a link to a story or something that we're covering, obviously you can post them or DM them to me on Discord or on Twitter. Probably Discord's probably better. Or if I'm not around, you can always try and hit up Ferrets, but I'm normally always online anyway, so I can add it to I can add it to the show notes for next week. Apart from that, guys, enjoy yourselves. Have a great night. Thank you for everybody who watches the show. And apart from that, so Ferrets, do you want to say bye?
Goodbye, you weirdos.
Says the guy that has a thing for the girl in the fox outfit.
Yeah, everyone does, alright? That's normal.
She's got nice tits on her. Alright, guys, have a great night and enjoy.